In this video, we'll take a look at Note Mode's Capture submode. As the name implies, Capture allows you to capture notes from a MIDI clip and access them from the matrix. It can actually capture the first 64 unique notes in a clip and assign them to the matrix in note order. Once assigned, you can use the notes for playing instruments or editing MIDI clips. To give you an example of how this works, I'm going to capture the chord sequence that I created in the previous video. Then I'm going to use that to play other instruments. You'll also see that once notes have been captured, you can transpose them in different ways. As shown in the example, this makes it really easy to add bass lines or melodic parts because the notes that you've captured are definitely going to work with the clip that you captured them from. You can also capture a drum rack mapping. The matrix will be split into 4 color-coded quadrants where the lit pads represent drum rack cells that contain samples. This way you have up to 64 pads to play a drum rack. You can also use the drum rack mapping or captured notes to edit clips just like we saw in the mono sequence submode. When delete is pressed, the pads can be used for deleting or erasing notes. If the clip is not playing, the entire note lane will be deleted. If the clip is playing, the notes that the playhead is currently passing over will be erased. When quantize is pressed, the pads can be used for quantizing note lanes. When mute is pressed, the pads can be used for muting note lanes. Shift plus mute will unmute all note lanes. When solo is pressed, the pads can be used for soloing note lanes. And again, Shift plus mute will unmute all note lanes. Delete plus select will delete the clip. Quantize plus select will quantize the clip. The track state buttons display a visual metronome. The resolution buttons select the note repeat rate. Just like with Push's default functionality, holding down note repeat will turn it on momentarily, and pressing it quickly will toggle note repeat on. The same is true with the accent button. If you hold it down, it'll momentarily turn on full velocity for the pads, and if you press it quickly, it'll toggle full velocity on. The third line of the display shows the name of the track and clip that you're working on. The fourth display line shows the functions assigned to the track select buttons. Those are capture and drum rack, which we already saw. And this section here shows the range of notes that you're currently working with. The octave buttons will move the note range up or down by octaves. Shift plus the octave buttons will move the note range up or down by semitones.